Alright, now we're going to calculate some probabilities using the standard normal distribution. We know that because we have the z in each of these problems, and I've given you graphs with z-scores below, so these are the z distributions. Alright, the instructions for the calculator are right there, so what you're going to have to press is the second key and then the vars key. Let's go through that. Second key, the vars key, and that hits the distr, which is our distributions, which will find all the different distributions. We need the normal CDF, which is number 2, and we need to give it the left z-score and the right z-score. So let's go back here and let's identify where we want. So the area here is from negative 1.2, so about here, to positive 2.3, or in this neighborhood right here. And ultimately we're going to be calculating the area here underneath this curve. Okay? It's going to give us all the values between negative 1.2 and positive 2.3. It's going to sum up that area. Alright, so we give it negative, and the negative key we're going to use is in the lower part, not the minus key. So negative 1.2. The comma is the value above the 7, and positive 2.3. Close or not, it doesn't matter. And our probability is there, 0.8742. They typically want 4 in the way of that, the 4 decimal points, 0.8742. Alright, there we go. So that's the answer to that. Now, a little note about this. Some of the 84s may have the mode for Stats Wizard on. Click mode, you can alter that or not. I'm going to turn it on just to show you what the menu is going to look like for those of you who have it. Alright, so what's going to happen is we're going to go second, vars, grab our normal CDF, and it's going to give us a menu. I mentioned before negative E99 or positive E99, that would be good for this one, but what we do is give us the same value. The lower in this case is negative 1.2. We don't need a comma, it's going to use it in a minute, and positive 2.3. Now, these two things are essential if you've got this menu up, or this screen up. You need to enter in the mean and the standard deviation. They should default to the standard normal, so you shouldn't have to mess with them at all, but it's possible if you've been doing a bunch of different things and just using a different type of normal, a regular normal, not standard, that these have values, and that's where you'll put those later on. But we paste, and now it has the lower, the upper, and the mean and standard deviation, which are the other two things the normal CDF will take when you're dealing with something other than standard normal. And we're going to get the same answer. Alright, I'm going to change it back because this is what most of the calculators have. And turn this wizard off. Alright, so for this value here, we're looking for the area less than positive 0.58, a z of less than positive 0.58. So 0.58, maybe right around here. And we want the area below that. A little coloring job there. Alright, so we want every value below negative 0.58. So second vars, our normal CDF. Our low value is basically negative infinity, and what we want is negative E99. That's the lowest possible value your calculator can make. It's negative 10 to the 99th power. You can get away with something in the neighborhood of just negative 5, but if you're dealing with something other than standard normal, it becomes difficult to figure out a number sufficiently far away, so negative E99 will always work. So the negative key, the E is the second function and this comma. See the double E there? That's the one we're going to want. So that is scientific notation, and then the comma, 0.58. So that probability, or that area, is 0.7190, or I guess just 0.719. We can do it like that. Alright, so that's that area. Now you've got a couple ideas to do here. We've got the complement, so we're looking for the area greater than 0.58. Again, we want somewhere in this neighborhood, only we want the other side. So we want this side of the action going on here. Everything else. And now if we're using the calculator, we can give it positive E99. Or we can note in this case, and I'll do it in the calculator either way, that this is the complement of this, so 1 minus 0.719 would work. So let's do that. So 1, excuse me, and that is going to equal 0.281. So that's our ultimate answer. Now we'll do it in the calculator, and let me move it over. So if we didn't have the first one already done, second vars, we'll CDF, our low is 0.58 now, and our high, comma, second comma, which is E99. 0.281, 0.28, yeah, 0.281 is how we would round it. And that is how you calculate using the standard normal distribution.